Forget Halloween, summer is the time for ghost stories in Japan. With the season fast approaching, let's take a look at an enduring Japanese ghost story which will give anyone the heebie-jeebies who's creeped out by dolls and sleepless nights. The story of a haunted doll which takes many forms, but the most popular in Japan is that of Okiku, a doll which resides at Menenji Temple in Hokkaido. Like all good horror stories and legends, the story has many different versions which mix and match details to try and get the biggest reaction from the reader, but generally the spooky tale goes like this. Our tale begins in the early 1900s in the small village of Menenji, Japan. The Okiku doll was bought in Hokkaido in 1918 by a 17-year-old boy, Eikichi Suzuki, for his 3-year-old sister called Kakuko, also called Kyoko in other tellings. The doll was a beautiful, traditional Japanese kimono-clad figure with jet black hair and glassy eyes. The doll had an okappa hairstyle, common in traditional Japanese dolls. The hair is cropped at around jawline length and has a short fringe over the forehead. Kakuko instantly fell in love with it and carried it everywhere, treating it as a cherished companion. It is said she loved her new doll so much that she would take it everywhere with her, even sleeping with it in her bed. But a tragedy befell over the Suzuki family. Kakuko died a sudden death the following year after catching a cold, leaving her family heartbroken. They placed the doll in a small shrine within their home as a way to remember their beloved sister. They called the doll Okiku after the child they lost. Little did they know that the doll would soon become the source of one of the most famous supernatural tales in history. It wasn't long before the family noticed something unusual about the doll. Okiku's hair, once short, began to grow longer. The jet black locks extended in length, leaving the family in shock and disbelief. No rational explanation could be found. This was taken as a sign that the doll was possessed by the girl's restless spirit. The family believed that Kakuko's spirit had taken refuge within the doll, and they decided to keep it safe within the family for generations. Years later in 1938, Kakuko's father gave the Okiku doll to Menenji Temple to be looked after, since he and his family had to move to the mainland for work. Even today, you can go to the temple in Hokkaido to see Okiku for yourself, but photography is not allowed. The Okiku doll's hair continued to grow over the years, and it now measures more than 25 inches long, a stark contrast to the original short bob. The doll's eyes are also said to follow you, and some claim to hear faint, ghostly giggles emanating from it. It is said that even a scientific examination of Okiku confirmed that the hair was that of a human child. Now the doll displayed at the temple has hair down to its knees, and it supposedly continues to grow even after periodical trims. Who would be brave enough to give Okiku a haircut? Apparently a priest of the temple had a dream conveying that this was the doll's wish, and generally what haunted dolls want, haunted dolls get. Another frightening claim is that the mouth of Okiku is slowly opening, and that if you dare to look inside you may be able to glimpse something like teeth growing. The Okiku doll has gained a chilling reputation, with locals and visitors alike fearing it. Some believe that if you stare into its eyes, you'll be cursed or possessed by Okiku's restless spirit. Those who have dared to approach the doll claim to experience a feeling of dread and unease, as if they are being watched by something otherworldly. The Okiku doll has been a part of the Menenji Temple in Iwamizawa, Japan, since the Suzuki family donated it. It remains a significant attraction, both for believers and skeptics, and its hair continues to grow. The temple's priests and caretakers believe it's a vessel for Kakuko's spirit, and they perform rituals to appease her. The Okiku doll's haunting story has made it one of the most feared dolls in the world, often drawing paranormal enthusiasts, filmmakers, and curious tourists to witness its eerie presence. Whether you believe in its supernatural powers or not, the Okiku doll story is undeniably a captivating and terrifying legend that continues to send shivers down the spines of all who encounter it. And there you have it, the hair-raising story of the Okiku doll, a symbol of mystery, sorrow, and dread. Have you seen the Okiku doll? Make sure to tell in this comment section below. Do like the video and subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to turn on the bell notifications so that you don't miss out on our future content. Until next time, good night and sweet dreams, if you can.